we doing? Mike Bradley here. Hope you're all doing well as always. Today, as you just saw in that video, I'm going to talk about this glass contraption which is on my finger. I'm going to talk to you about slide playing and show you a little slide lick. Over the last kind of 6 months, I would say, probably a bit more than that, I've really got into slide playing and trying to work on my slide technique and listening to great slide players, and I'm starting to see a little bit of result which I want to see, you know, but by no means am I Dwayne Norman or Derek Trucks just yet, you know. But I thought today I'll just kind of show you a little slide lick which has kind of come my way in my playing through playing slide guitar, and more importantly I'm doing it in standard tuning. A lot of slide players do open E and open G, and I've dabbled in it, but a lot of times I am playing the guitar in standard tuning. So I want to be able to play slide in standard tuning, so I don't have to have another guitar or think, oh okay, I want to do this but I need another guitar and different tuning to be able to put off my licks, so to speak, you know. So this little lick what I'm going to show you guys is in standard tuning, and hopefully it puts off quite well. So I'll cut to a little close up and so you can see what I'm doing. Right, so for this we're going to be in the key of E, alright, kind of E pentatonic, E blues scale kind of going on. And also I should point out I am using a glass slide. Now I would never say to someone you should use this, you know, there's glass slides, there's metal slides, there's copper slides. Use whatever you feel is the best tone for you. Personally, on the electric guitar I find that a glass slide just for me has more of a sweeter tone, you know, and I prefer playing slide with a guitar of humbuckers. It still sounds cool with single coils, but hence why I'm playing Les Paul, you know, it's just got, I think, to me, a better tone, you know. So I'm using a glass slide, but like I say, pop down to the shop, try a few out on your finger, ask the guys just to play on the guitar, and if they don't let you play it, then it's a crap shop. Yeah, see what you feel is better for you. So I'm kind of starting off in kind of shape 2 here, and I'm playing an open string first. So you've got the open B string there, the open second string, and I've found that using a lot of open strings in slide playing really adds a more sophisticated kind of sound, you know. So you've got an open second string, and I'm sliding 3 to 5 on that second string, so D to E. And you can milk that for as long as you want. And then I'm going back to the 2nd fret on that 2nd string and slide into the 3 and then back to 2 again. And then another open 2nd string. So that part on its own. You got that happening. After that we're going to go to the A note on the 3rd string, the G string, and slide to A to B, so the 2nd fret to the 4th fret. So put that in conjunction. You got that happening. So that in itself is a cool little lick, as I always say, is about 50 licks in one lick, you know. And then when you're on this B, you're going to pick it again and slide down to the 7th fret, still on that 3rd string. And getting that vibrato, I'm literally, actually I should have pointed out in the first place, if you're completely new to slide, we're not in the middle of the fret where you would put your fingers, you're going to be on the actual fret itself. If I was in the middle of the fret, sounds out of tune. Wants to be there, alright? So sorry, I should have pointed out at the beginning. So you want to be over the actual fret itself, and then to get that kind of vibrato, I'm literally just going back and forth over that fret there to get that kind of smooth sounds. A bit like when you're bending a string, you're kind of going up above the pitch you want, back down again in a fast motion. So what we just done, got that happening. Another thing I've realised that I haven't said to you as well is I'm not using a pick. Ditch the pick. It sounds so much better without a pick and using your fingers. Some things you might still want to use a pick for, but especially for this, it sounds so much better with the old natural L way. So yeah, be over the frets, tip 1, ditch the pick, tip 2. when we get down to this E on the 7th fret here, we're going to do another open 3rd string and then slide. It can be 4, it could be 3 on the 4th string, sliding, let's say 3 to the 5th fret on the 4th string, which is another G string. So we've got 2 G's here, but because and using the slider gives it a cool sound. So so from that 7th fret, got that happening. So now we got. And then after that, as you just saw, I want to go to 5 on the 5th string, and then go slide to the 7th fret on that 5th string. So the open thirds, slide 3 to 5, and then 5 on the 5th string to 7. And just sit there and milk it for as much as you can, you know, going back and forth. And a cool little thing you can do now, if you play the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings on the 7th fret, and then slowly slide to the 9th fret, you're then making an E major chord. And I'm using my 2nd, 3rd and little fingers there just to attack those strings at the same time. Do that again, so I'm just almost like piano kind of style, attacking the strings all at the same time. And slowly slide into it. So if I clean it up a little bit and play this really slowly. Now I'll put a bit more crunch on. Have it, a cool little lick to kind of bring you into slide playing, especially if you haven't played it before and you're new to kind of putting this strange thing on your finger. Might take a bit of getting used to if you've completely never done it before. And if you haven't done it before, hopefully this has encouraged you to pick up a slide and start kind of diving into some cool slide playing and listening to some great players. Like I mentioned earlier, Dwayne Allman is like the king of slide, isn't he, you know? And he died at 24, you know what I mean? So look out, it would have been amazing if he was still around now. Derek Trucks is probably the king of slide, but then again, Sonny Landreth, I think you pronounce his name. He's great. Michael Lee Firkins is great. Oh man, there's loads, of course all the Delta Blues guys as well. So after you watch this video and liked it, go and search more slide players on YouTube, you know, or even better still, go to a record shop and buy some great slide players' albums. Is record shops even around now? Anyway, so hopefully that you've enjoyed that and it's helped you. If you're interested in more kind of lessons and stuff, I do private lessons and online Skype lessons and stuff, so drop me a line in the contact below. Here's your email, bang bang bang. And like I say, hopefully you enjoyed that and got some fun and good use out of it. Anyway, I'm Mike Bradley. I'll see you next time. Take care.